For any Xbox or PlayStation codes or cheap games on any platform, use the referral link in the description. It'll take you to g2a.com. Use the promo code CHES over there and you'll get yourself 3% cash back. For all No Identity merchandise, hats, hoodies and t-shirts, follow the link in the description down below to the No Identity Fan Fibre website. Hey guys, welcome to episode 18 of Season 3 here at Chelsea. We start with Southampton. We follow that up with the first game back in the Champions League, this time in the knockouts, of course, the round of 16. First leg away from home against Juventus. And then we've actually had an FA Cup game scheduled here against Brighton, which has pushed back the game against West Brom into the first week of March, before, of course, the second leg there against Juve. Hopefully we can progress through in the FA Cup. Brighton are now a Championship side in this save. They've been relegated. Can't remember whether it was last season or the first season, but they're definitely a Championship team. So fingers crossed, comfortable win. Also, fingers crossed, win in the league to maintain our lead at the top of the table. And hopefully, I'd take a score draw at Juve or Juventus. But they do have players like Ilkay Gundogan and Gabriel Jesus now to boost their already strong squad. Although they don't have Chiellini, because he's at Manchester City, of course, in this save. So they've strengthened in areas, they're weaker in areas. Time will tell how we get on. Drop the video a like if you enjoy. Subscribe to the channel too to make sure you don't miss out on any more. And I'm going to dive right in. So 4-2-3-1 for Southampton. Lazar Markovic on the right-hand side with Nathan Redmond on the left. So pace out wide. Gabbiadini up top with Dusan Tadic in the hole behind him. We'll have to wait and see if Southampton are any good. Seen with the ball over the top. Up we go, SP does well. Bakayoko brings it down and we'll get it away. There's Kingsley Coman, back to Ruben Loftus-Cheek, forward to Tammy Abraham. Charlie Musonda, Kingsley Coman making that run, and he is onside here, and we'll get there ahead of the defender, and just slots it home. We do lead by a goal to nil early on. It's a really nice run by Kingsley Coman. Great ball over the top to win 2, 7 minutes in. He just held his run slightly to ensure he didn't go offside. Defender gave everything to try and get there. Fraser Forster made himself big, but there was just the smallest of gaps between him and the near post, and that's exactly where Kingsley Coman put the ball. Chelsea 1, Southampton 0. Good ball over the top. Zappacosta should have this covered though. Tried to nod that back to Bakayoko, but it didn't quite work. But we have managed to get the ball to Timu. Out to Luke Shaw. Kingsley Coman there, playing centrally, or inside the defender rather than outside. Barbier in there to Charlie Musonda. He sold the defender brilliantly. Oh, and he's beaten Virgil van Dijk as well. Charlie Musonda! I'm all over that. That is a superb goal from the Belgian. We lead by 2 goals to nil after 14 minutes. Completely destroying one defender, leaving Virgil van Dijk stood still as well and smacking it into the top corner. Wonderful goal. Clement inside to Bakayoko, through the gap there to Charlie Musonda. Back to Zappacosta. I'll go to Musonda again just before he drifts offside. Look for the early delivery. At the back post is Kingsley Coman. What a header. This is far simpler than I possibly imagined it would be. We're 3-0 up inside 20 minutes. Inside 21 minutes, perhaps, but still, great header from the Frenchman. A second goal for Kingsley Coman. What a signing he's turning out to be, by the way. We've seen it down the line into Nathan Redmond. Are Southampton about to get themselves one back immediately? Working the ball about nicely. And no, they won't get one back immediately, but it's a good move. Ruben Loftus-Cheek apparently has picked up a knock. Feels like this game's in the 60th minute already, so much has happened, but we're only 24 minutes in. Back here to Harrison Reed, across to Facer. Trying to close him down. He gets the shot off. Courtois quite comfortable with that. Started to dive and then just let it float wide. Southampton looking to try and get themselves back in it, but thus far, that's the best they've come up with. Kiyoko through the gap. Kingsley Coman around the corner. Tammy Abraham. Oh, again. No, that's not a penalty though. I don't think that should be a penalty. I want to see a replay. I'm not sure whether he got anything on the ball. I think he did, but it might have just been Tammy Abraham getting there to turn. We'll have a look at the replay. Well, he's kicked it against him, to be fair. I've turned and kicked it against Van Dijk and then fallen over him. So I don't think, really, that should be a penalty. Tammy Abraham's going to be the man to take the spot kick. I think that's a bit harsh to give me a pen for that. Oh, what a save! That was going just underneath the bar. Fraser Forster with an unbelievable penalty stop. It's one of the better penalties I've taken recently. But how he's kept that out, I'm not sure. Still 3 goals to nil, 3 minutes before half-time. But it could quite easily have been 4 if it weren't for Fraser Forster. That's good work between these two. That's a nice through ball to Nathan Redmond. They may even make it 3-1 now. So from the penalty incident, they've run up the other end and gotten them one back. That's completely changed the game. Free kick floated in and headed away. Try and flick it over the head of the man. We've done well, but it's not going to drop for Charlie Musonda, unfortunately. Messina will have the chance to create something else for Southampton here. Just slightly overrun it there with Timo. But Barbier sticking a foot in to slow them down. Messina wanting to cut inside, but we stopped him from being able to do so. Zuma in there to Kingsley Coman, but Manquillo steps in. Tadic is left-footed, so going to try and stop him from getting in on that left. Gabbiadini's left-footed too. Face up. Nice tackle by Bakayoko. Forward quickly and then around the corner. Off we go, Kingsley. Racing away. Tyler Musonda is on the other side of the box, and that's a great ball to him, but a good stop by the keeper. I tried to hit it first time, hoping that we could catch him off guard by going back across goal, but he's done really well there, Fraser Forster. And with just the 2-goal disadvantage, Southampton do still hold out hope that they might get something from this game. If I can get a fourth, though, and get my 3-goal advantage back again, then maybe we might be able to put the game to bed. I'm going to try and cross this early, looking for Kingsley at the back post. He's already scored one header. Work that down there to Van Ginkel, who's come on for Ruben Loftus-Cheek. I can't quite get the shot in there, unfortunately, with Tammy Abraham. And Southampton work it away. Still 3-1, though, with 15 minutes to go. There's Markovic. There we go. Oh, that's a nice ball, actually, into Tadic. He's gone for the 1-2. Lazar Markovic, who goes down. And a penalty has been given. I didn't press tackle. I think it's just a coming together, shall we say. Just a clipping of heels accidentally. Have a look here. Luke Shaw. Yeah, he just gets caught. Just gets caught trying to run into the back of Markovic. Goes down. Southampton with the chance to bring it back to 3-2. I've missed the penalty. This is the most ridiculous run-up from Manolo Gabbiadini. But he is going to score. Southampton 2, Chelsea 3. After my incredibly good start to the game, Southampton have just tirelessly plugged away and have got themselves 2 goals back. Hopefully, I should be able to hold out for 5 more minutes and get the win, but time will tell. Manquillo with a throw into Markovic, back to Manquillo again, inside to Facer, but Bakayoko takes it off him. Trying to get away from the defenders here. 2 minutes added on, and that 2 minutes is up. It's a 3-2 victory against Southampton. It's just as well I had that incredible start. Otherwise, Southampton would have gotten themselves something out of that game. It was a great ball into Kingsley Coman, actually, for that first one after just a couple of minutes. But really pleased with the win. Southampton, actually, more chances and more possession, but we get the victory. Up next, Juventus away. And Juventus have signed Gabriel Jesus, of course, as we've mentioned, and he starts here against me. As you can see as well, Ilkay Gundogan in the starting lineup, as well as Samuel Umtiti and Levan Kazara at left back and Nathaniel Klein at right back and Wojciech Szczesny in goal. So a number of players you wouldn't necessarily expect to be in a starting Juventus 11 in this one. And of course, Paulo Dybala coming up against his former team for the first time. This is going to be a very difficult game. Kante into Isco. Across to Alexandro. Isco again. Kante across to Ricardo Pereira. Cruz made a great run, and that won't reach him, but Dybala, no, surely not. Good save by Szczesny. Hazard is there. Oh, not necessarily needed for the acrobatics. Could have just nodded that home, but we take an early 1-goal away goal lead at the Juventus Stadium. I was going to say, surely not Dybala going to score after just 3 minutes against his former team. Hazard could have headed that, but I mean, if you're going to score a goal in style and you know you can get it home, you might as well score the goal in style. We had a dream start against Southampton. We've had a dream start against Juventus. I don't think I'll be getting 3 though this time around. Rather with the turn. Isco is there waiting. Open his face. Open his face. Open the face of his body up, should I say. Morata with a good turn. Kroos. I need someone to come from deep. There we go, as Alexandro, also playing against his former team, although I think he's played against Juve before. No, he hasn't. He hasn't. We did play Juventus in pre-season this year, but of course Alexandro wasn't available because of the Copa America. So actually, he hasn't played against his former team before. So 2 battles within the war with regards to former players in this one. Morata could slot that through for Ignazio. I'm going to try and hit it early, but Nathaniel Klein steps in well. 12 minutes in, it's still 1-0 to me. There's Gabriel Jesus. He's on the run, and he's got a man in front of him, which he hasn't used as of yet. And when the time comes to try and find him, we stepped in and got the interception in, but I've only given it straight back to them. Taste Pereira to Pjanic. All right then, Miralem. That was one of the best finessed efforts from distance I think we've seen for a while. Have a look at a replay of it. Gabriel Jesus into Miralem Pjanic, and then first touch, and then just lets fly. It just kept floating and getting higher and higher and higher, and further away from the reach of Thibaut Courtois. What a goal! What an unbelievable finish. 1-1. Let's go. Draws that in there to Hazard. Back to Dybala. Try and get myself the lead back again if I can. Getting hounded by Nathaniel Klein here. Isco looks to drop the shoulder. That didn't work. See how closely they're marking everybody, apart from Paulo Dybala, who's in space. Wojciech Szczesny again with a good save, and this time Hazard isn't able to turn home the rebound, but he could still have a hand to play in a second goal. I just can't score with Dybala here. Off the base of the post. It won't seem to go in for the Argentine. It's still 1-1 after 24 minutes, although we could very easily have been 2-1 up by now. Kroos to Hazard. Quickly, look around the corner for Morata is what I was trying to do. Good footwork from Toni Kroos. Dybala, early for Morata. Dybala's gone again. We'll use it as a decoy. There's Isco. There's Hazard. No, I took the shot too early. That's so lucky. That's so lucky. I took the shot too early. I should have fake turned to come back inside. Somehow, Hazard's found an angle to get it across and hit the post on the far side. And then it's just complete and utter luck that it's fallen straight to Isco there. That's twice we've hit the post. Once we've been able to turn it home, once we haven't. We do now, though, have our lead back again after half an hour. Isco across to Alexandro. I'm going to draw that into Morata, actually, through that gap. Turn quickly. Look for Kroos. No idea what sort of pass that was. And now we're in trouble. Douglas Costa across to Gabriel Jesus. He's got a man outside him. He's gone to Douglas Costa again. Ricardo Pereira trying to close him down. Deflected and out for a corner to Juve. Oh, they are threatening and terrifying on the break with the pace of Douglas Costa and Gabriel Jesus. Hazard just switched off to the ball there. Probably could have intercepted that, but Matheus Pereira loses out to Eden Hazard, who wins the ball back anyway. And then loses it again. Bernardeschi picks up the loose ball. He's gotten away from Kante into Gabriel Jesus, forcing them backwards here. Alexandro not able to outmuscle him. This is good football from... Oh, Juve, really good football. Thankfully, Matheus Pereira messes up his first touch. Otherwise, that surely would have been 2-2. This is such a different game to the one against Southampton. That was really poor from me. Gundogan, all over the top. Perfectly weighted. And then Pjanic turns back towards his own goal, inexplicably. But Bernardeschi can't get the turn in. We win the ball back. Making a run in behind, well, was Morata, who that pass was intended for. Hazard, though, has beaten Mehdi Benatia to it. A mistake from the Moroccan. And we're in behind. And, oh, Morata knocks that back to Eden Hazard. I'm going to get this across to Dybala. Can he score this time? No. His touch lets him down. I was trying to shoot first time, but just couldn't get the button presses in quickly enough. Isco across to Dybala here. That's a good turn, though. Look to get it back here to Isco, who's gone down. Isco in, though. Isco! Hazard will keep it in. Yes. Cross. Morata, no. And cleared away by Umtiti, and probably half-time when they do eventually get it out of the box. And, oh, someone's down. Oh! Whilst it's never nice to see someone injured, it's Gabriel Jesus. That's going to make things easier for me for the rest of the game. He just fell awkwardly there on the halfway line. I didn't even know he was down, actually. Oh, well, Gonzalo Higuain has come on in his place. Not exactly a bad replacement to call on, is it? Half-time, 2-1 Chelsea. Higuain, back to Matheus Pereira. To Higuain again. Tries to step in there and get the ball away, and we've done well. Kante to Isco, forward there to Morata. Good turn, looking to drive in behind Samuel Umtiti, who just kind of gave up on me there for some reason. Eden Hazard could loft this towards the back post where Dybala is waiting, and he's actually headed that towards Ricardo Pereira when it was intended to be a shot. That's how bad the shot was from Paulo Dybala. He just isn't having any luck in this game, is he? Get that back to Kante, around the corner then to Eden Hazard, looking to get away from Nathaniel Klein, which I look to do. Klein comes away with the ball, but the referee points to the spot. Going to need a replay there, mate, because I have no idea how that was given as a foul. Or maybe Hazard kind of turned and got in front and he swiped through the legs to get to the ball. Can see why that was given as a pen. Eden Hazard will step up. I missed the last one. Can we bury this one in the bottom corner? Yes, we can. 3-1 now away from home at the Juventus Stadium. 3 away goals as well. Really strong performance here for us away from home. Couldn't be happier. Well, could be 3-0, but still. Very, very good game for us so far. Ball into Higuain. Early ball into the middle to Pasalic. Another player playing against his former team. Pasalic involved in a deal that saw Dybala come to Chelsea, and he's now on the pitch for his former team, shooting against his former teammate, but thankfully that sort of finish is exactly why we sold him and used him as part of the deal for Dybala, because he's not very good. Pasalic involved again. He might not be very good, but he's definitely doing his bit here to try and drag Juventus back into this game. Kante across to Isco. I'll look for Hazard here and then get it out wide to Alexandro. There's just over 20 minutes left. Who knows how this game could end yet. Dybala to Morata. Dybala will go again. But I'm actually going to go to Alexandro here. And then cross looking for Dybala. And it cannons off Gundogan. It will be a corner. Now, can we get ourselves a fourth? That might be... Oh no! It's on Chesney's back! Unbelievable. That is some freestyle football from the goalkeeper there. As he keeps it on his back the entire time he's standing up, lets it roll over his shoulder and then just grabs hold of it. That was unbelievable. Chelsea 3, Juventus 1 still. For the third time in the game we hit the woodwork. Although to be fair, one of the times we hit the woodwork we did still score. That's not a penalty. Oh, but I could understand if it had been given. Good strength shown by Ricardo Pereira. And we'll stay 3-1 in front. Pasalic out to Douglas Costa. Oh, what a delivery. Unbelievable cross from Douglas Costa. There was absolutely zero possibility of me being able to defend that. That cross was outrageous. I couldn't have gotten anywhere near it with any of the defenders, and it just fell perfectly for Gonzalo Higuain to put home. 3-2 for the second game in a row, and there's still 11 minutes left for something else to happen. Nice tackle by Laporte. Drops there for Hazard. Morata can slot through Dybala, but Kazawa defends well. Dybala's not had the best of games here, and that's flicked on well. Advantage play, but Pasalic is in, and Courtois saves. I think that was going wide, but he's just made sure. Gundogan going off, making a change in the midfield. Storaro comes on towards the near post. Higuain flicks on, but that's comfortable for Courtois. Now I'm just going to waste time, to be honest. I don't want Juve to get level. I want to have an away goal advantage and a genuine scoreline advantage as well by the time we get to the second leg. So, how long added on? Just the 2 minutes. That should be easily manageable from now on. We are going to win by 3-2 away from home against Juventus and give ourselves a great chance of getting through to the quarter-finals of the Champions League. Of course, it's a competition we haven't yet won. It's a competition I very much would like to win. Defeated in the final, Season 1. Defeated in the semis, Season 2. But we've half a foot in the quarter-finals so far in Season 3. Let's go and play the third game and get ourselves through to the next round of the FA Cup. Rohanins, good tackle by Bakayoko, but it will drop for Jafra Sakho. Scalotto. Into again to Sakho. Good cross. Win this, please, Kurt. Zuma's done well. Win that as well, please. I haven't been able to. Jafra Sakho could have gone down there and probably would have gotten a penalty. He shoots instead, but it's well held by Brown. Brighton have the first chance of the game, but we stay at 0-0. Izzy Brown into Sakho. Nicely done by Azpilicueta to win it back. Here's Barbier. Into Tammy Abraham. Making the run there is Charlie Musonda. That's a terrible pass from Tammy Abraham. Expect better from him. In the corner here to Jafra Sakho. Good football. Really good football here from Brighton. Izzy Brown is in the box. And Brown, of my own now, makes a good save. Tammy back to Van Ginkel across the Bakayoko. I'm going to go back to the Dutchman. And out wide to the Frenchman. And down the line to the Englishman. For the cross to the Belgian. No, it's Tammy Abraham that gets in the way. Cheers, Tammy. Definitely wasn't in control of Charlie Musonda there. And you just decided to go and attack the ball anyway. That's annoying. One chance apiece properly between either side in the opening 20 minutes. Still at 0-0. Knockout. Spins and gets it to Sutner. Pushing forward. Aspie's with him. Gets the turn in though, Sutner. And a great cross. And Solly March makes it 1-0 Brighton. That cross picks out the man in the middle beautifully. We are a goal behind after 33 minutes. We need 2 to go through. Yoko to Kingsley Coman. Forward to Tammy. Looking for Charlie Musonda. Away from the defenders. Charlie Musonda misses the target. 5-star weak foot. My backside. RB8. Cross to Van Ginkel into Tammy Abraham. Look for Kingsley. It's not Kingsley. It's Charlie Musonda. Drops back to Tammy. Finish Tammy Abraham. Thank you. We are level 6 minutes into the second half. Drops free to the now 85 rated youngster and just smacks it tops. Great finish. Let's go and get another one. Get ourselves to the quarterfinals of the FA Cup. Musonda going off. Eden Hazard coming on. Making a change to bring on my top goal scorer this season to try and make the difference here and get us the goal to get us through to the quarterfinals of the FA Cup. Whether the tactical gamble works or not, we will find out. Free kick for Brighton. Presumably they're just going to loft it towards the front line, which they have done. Aspi can't get there, and now Jafra Sakho has a good opportunity, and he's passed Zuma, and luckily for me, has put his shot wide of the target. Brighton have had opportunities in this game to kill me off, and thus far, they haven't been able to take them. Now, will that cost them their place in the FA Cup quarter-finals? I'm not sure. It might well do. As Eden Hazard is in, and Eden Hazard scores to make it Chelsea 2, Brighton 1. It is going to cost them. Well, it might cost them. There's still 18 minutes left, but their lack of clinicality. Clinicality? Is that a phrase? A word? Lack of clinical ability in front of goal means that our top goal scorer comes off the bench and shows them exactly how it's done. 2-1 Chelsea. Izzy Brown. Quick step over. Jafra Sakho took it off him, but still coming away with the ball here, Jafra Sakho. Back to Solly March, who scores. How has that drifted in? Solly March makes it 2-2 with 10 minutes to go. You can see all the Chelsea fans in the stands with their heads in their hands. Oh, I feel like doing the same. Drifts into the far corner. We worked so hard to get ourselves a 2-1 lead. And they go and make it 2-2 not long after. Tammy into Eden Hazard. Look to skip past the man. He's done brilliantly there, Hazard. Had his shirt tugged at, but he's just going to race away now. And surely this is going to be the opportunity to pull it back. And, oh, Marco! I can't believe he's done that. With the goal at his mercy, he's put it into the second tier of the stand. Appalling, absolutely appalling from Marco Van Ginkel. Free kick for Brighton. 90 seconds left in the game. Zuma should win that header and has done well to do so, but it will drop here to Sutner. I'm going to leave Hazard upfield, and if I can get the ball back quickly, we can play him in behind. Tammy Abraham has done exactly that. Well, he's done part one of that at least, but Hazard's run is taken away. Defenders here will look to slot him in. He's around the outside. Early cross. Kingsley Coman's there, just hits him. It quite literally just hits him and bounces off. Brighton are giving me one hell of a game here, and it does look like this FA Cup tie is going to go to a replay. Sam Baldock looking to get away from Timu Bakayoko here. He's going to just outmuscle him, hopefully. No, apparently not. Sam Baldock still the opportunity to win Brighton the game in the last few moments. It's a good turn, and he's going to push into the box. Izzy Brown back to Sam Baldock. Izzy Brown was offside. Baldock does put it in the back of the net. How lucky is that? Brown forward. Oh, only as far as Pascal Gross. Izzy Brown on the ball again. Through to Sam Baldock. I am nervous. Brown with a save. Corner for Brighton with the last kick of the game. Now, whatever happens here will be the defining moment of the tie. Is it a replay? Is it a Brighton win? I'm still not sure as it drops free. Pascal Gross with a turn. We get the tackle in. It will be a replay in the FA Cup away from home at the Amex against Brighton and Hove Albion later in the season. For now, though, we have to be, well, not happy. We just have to settle for a 2-2 draw against Brighton. Got myself 2-1 up. And then 8 minutes later, they pulled it back again, unfortunately. But Man United are through against City. Sunderland are through against Colchester. Swansea through against West Brom. And the other half of the draw yet to play. Not sure when the replay will be scheduled for, or if it's even been scheduled yet by the time we get back to have a look at the calendar. Let's find out, shall we? It has not been scheduled yet, but we've got West Brom. What's the betting it's scheduled on this Wednesday? Or the Tuesday before Juventus? Oh, I bet you it is. I bet you it is. Tournament prize money has been awarded, which means that the next round has been drawn, or at least the replays will have been scheduled. And it's going to be... I called it! Fuck off! Right, well that will happen in tomorrow's episode. Oh, fuck my life. At least we've got an 8-point lead at the top of the Premier League table, or 7-point lead even at the top of the Premier League table. Drop the video a like if you enjoyed, subscribe to the channel too for more. I'll see you tomorrow.